So about the ending, so yeah, personally I thought it wasn't that bad. It was a bad ending, but I think it was an effective way to end the series. So why is the backlash then? So why is there universal disapproval about the ending? I already pointed it out throughout my discussion about the ending. So, but I think one of the main points is, one, because it's a bad ending. I think many people were expecting Shepard to die, but even so, you still kind of hope that he or she would survive, or there would be some kind of hero ending. That's just the nature of people, right? Because we like good stories and kind of not like bad stories, even though they may be like emotionally moving or something, but you still want a good ending. At least I'm that way. So at least at a subconscious level, that's gonna play as well. But I think most importantly is that the fact that the whole organic versus synthetic theme that the Star Child / Harbinger is alluding to, and which is the motivation of the choice you make at the end, that theme is not properly explored in Mass Effect. I'm not gonna say it's not entirely in there, but the personification of that theme is the Geth-Quarian conflict. So the writers, they put that issue, that theme, inside that Geth-Quarian conflict, and you fix that in Mass Effect 3. So you have like this entire new framework. The Quarians, if you like took the choice, the Quarians return to the homeworld. You have the Geth that have become a true AI, like biosynthetic themselves, like with the Reaper code. And so yeah, I think that was the whole organic synthetic issue belongs to them and not to the entire universe, not the entire Mass Effect universe. I don't think that was what Mass Effect was about. Mass Effect was about intergalactic civilization, was about utter endless awesomeness about the characters. It was about, yeah, it was like a celebration of science fiction. But I don't think it was about synthetic versus organic. So it's not The Matrix, it's not Deus Ex Human Revolution. I don't think that was a theme of Mass Effect. And I think the combination of these two, because it was a bad ending, the theme was not properly explored, and also probably because there's no closure on most of the characters, even though that there is a very, like, the entire game was an extensive goodbye. Even so, I think most people still want to know what happened to Garrus, what happened to James, who I like, by the way. I mean, at first I was like so sure I was not gonna like James, like, oh, who the hell is this Jersey Shore dude? But I really like James at the end. I mean, his conversation with Cortez, like the whole Esteban thing, I love that. Cortez, by the way, I also very much like. I mean, the way BioWare like told the story of him and his husband, that was so mature. Like, I think gay relationships, like, you just don't make any distinction between straight or gay in this universe. It's like they portrayed it in a very mature way. Also, if you play FemShep with Liara, in the first game it was a little bit iffy, it was a little bit childish even, maybe. But in 2 and definitely in 3, it's very mature, so I liked. That's just another element of how well they portray these characters. But yeah, so yeah, we were talking about the ending, so I digressed a little bit. So yeah, you don't know what happened to them. There's a little bit too many questions lingering. So no conclusion on the characters. The theme is not properly explored, and inherently bad ending, and that maybe is the reason why so many people are so bitterly disappointed about the ending. And I think that's what also instigated the response from BioWare, like from Ray Mazika and from the other devs. So yeah, so I don't think they're gonna change the ending though. I think they're gonna stick with it, but I think they may make a more expanded epilogue, like more than the Stargazer epilogue, which was, I wouldn't say it was weird, but if you think about it, it was. I mean, calling Shepard the Shepard, yeah, okay, noted. A little bit weird, but yeah, and also I guess that Stargazer epilogue kind of confirms that, like, intergalactic civilization is gone. I mean, he's like saying, oh, there could be that many people in billions of stars. And it kind of confirms that people, like, civilizations across stars don't meet anymore. It's like they're like bombarded back to the 21st century, like back to 2012. So yeah, so I think they're gonna expand the epilogue a little bit. In DLC, probably there's gonna be an Arya T'Loak DLC in which you retake Omega. Maybe they're gonna expand the beginning, the sequences on Earth, because I personally think that the Earth sequence is one of the weaker sequences. I really did not feel that emotionally crushed about Earth being destroyed, because that scene was just a little bit too short. You see Shepard in the brig, and then you have the attack immediately, and you knew the entire sequence from the demo and from the E3 previews. So yeah, it didn't have that much impact on me. So maybe if they expanded that a little bit, so like the loss of Thessia like had a much bigger impact on me personally. So yeah, so I think BioWare still has something up their sleeve. Personally, I'm not unhappy about the ending, so I thought it was alright. I understood it. I understand why they ended it that way. So yeah, it does end the Mass Effect universe as it stands. If there's going to be another Mass Effect game, I think it's going to be a prequel, maybe other cycles, pre-Prothean. But if it's going to be a prequel, it's probably not going to feature the Reapers, because if it's going to feature the Reapers, it's going to be exactly the same again. So either it's going to be a prequel like that, or maybe it's going to be a sequel far into the future, where people have mastered the mass effect technology and made something else rather than the mass relays, and maybe they have like developed warp drives, kind of like in Star Trek, in which they have like portable mass effect relay fields or whatever, and like the in-between stars FTL technology is like refined. So, but it's not going to be in the Shepard time frame. I don't think so. So yeah. So right, so those are my thoughts about Mass Effect 3. So personally, I thought it was the best game of the series. I think I'm gonna not play it for a while. I played the PC version, and I still have the PS3 version coming up, so I think I'm gonna replay it exactly the same, or maybe take more Renegade options, and then maybe take a Manshep playthrough. So yeah, so all in all, I did like it. Ending is controversial, but I didn't understand it. So yeah, so that's about it. Oh yeah, one thing I do want to mention though, like the ending, like it was intense and everything, and the entire series was such a roller coaster. But these last few days, I've been really bummed out. Like even though my Shepard survived, it's like I do feel like a deep sense of loss. Like this whole universe, it's so awesome, it's so good, I invested so much time in it, and emotionally as well, and it's so sad to see these guys go, like Shepard as well, and it's like I'm always almost mourning. It's kind of, if you think about it, it's kind of silly that you're like having such feelings about a piece of interactive entertainment, but I guess that's a testament about how much involvement this game, like how much involvement you have in this game, and how much of an impact it provides. So yeah, so I'm kind of like bummed out that Mass Effect is gone, so I'm really gonna miss it. So Mass Effect is definitely gonna be it is in the top 3 of my all-time best top 3 games I ever played. The other 2 are Outcast and Final Fantasy VII. Like Outcast, I don't know if you guys know it, but Google it, Outcast. It's from a Belgian company called Appeal. It had voxel graphics, so it was really awesome. So yeah, right, so I think that's about it. One more thing I'm gonna do about Mass Effect, I am gonna learn that ending song, and then once and for all. Wow, that song is, wow, the song at the end, the piano song, I'm really gonna learn it. It was so intense, and it's actually such a simple song, but wow, it sums up everything about Mass Effect 3. Bittersweet, sadness, yeah, wow, I'm gonna learn that. So, alright, so I think that, yeah, one last thing I want to do, I want to give a big shout out to Gamer MD83. I really like her videos, like those reaction videos on Mass Effect 3. Wow, I so agree on those. Like, just shows you how intense those moments of Mass Effect and how awesome they are. So I totally agree with those. So keep making those videos, they're really awesome. So right, with that, I'm gonna sign off. So thanks for watching and take care.